Hey guys, welcome back to the first Evolve Insider since the launch of the Hadean Series. The Hadean has taken the top spot as our highest performing board, but the GTR Series is here to stay. On this episode, we're going to be looking at what the differences are and find out what the right board is for you. Let's start with the similarities. Both boards are around the same size, both have the super carve trucks which enable you to do tight turns and deep carves. Both can be set up as a street or all-terrain board with the ability to add over 100 different wheel and gear combinations. Both boards come in a bamboo and a carbon fiber version. Each has 4 speed modes, optional speed limiters, custom power functionality, and of course, the service and support of Evolve as a company. The biggest difference you will notice when you ride these two boards is a power difference. The Hadean hosts a 12S battery and 6,000 watts of power at the motors, while the GTR has a lower voltage 10S setup and 3,000 watts of power. The GTR has enough punch to get you up hills, fast bursts of acceleration, and tear around on grass and off-road trails. The Hadean can do all these things, but a lot faster and without putting much strain on the electronic system. It is especially good for heavier riders, people riding a lot of incline, or those who want mind-blowing acceleration. When it comes to the range, the Hadean has a 37% larger battery capacity, so you can expect that much more range. 65 kilometers or 40 miles is a long way to go on urethane. If you're looking for a board for casual rides or the work commute, 50 kilometers and 30 miles that the GTR offers is more than sufficient. Top speed on the Hadean has been increased by about 30%. Again, think about where you will be riding. Will you have the right pathways to reach 50 kilometers per hour? And if so, do you really want to be riding that fast? It's important to note that the Hadean will be able to maintain higher speed throughout the course of the battery life, so you can still expect big performance in the lower range of the battery. The control mechanism used to control the motors differs between the boards, with all previous generations using square wave and the Hadean using FOC. Now, without getting too technical, this means that the Hadean has a smoother and more predictable riding experience when it comes to acceleration and braking. Both remotes are a dual trigger design with a color display to give you more information about your board and ride. The R2 that the GTR uses has been redesigned with an alloy frame to increase its durability and features an improved LED display with a new user interface. The Hadean has inbuilt LED lights to help you be seen and give your board a cool look. They also serve as an active brake light and are used to indicate the status of the board, such as when you're pairing or at low battery. The bamboo Hadean has ports to add additional lights that run along the bottom of the board, which will also be controllable by the remote. The bamboo GTR does have USB ports, so you can add our prism strips, but they work independently from the board. The Hadean has real-time diagnostics on the remote and Explore by Evolve app that the GTR does not. You'll be able to check on cell and overall voltages, as well as temperature readings from the battery, motor, controller, and the motors. It also allows you to customize the light colors on your board to anything you want, and you can choose different light modes such as solid, pulse, fade, or rainbow. Another cool firmware feature unique to the Hadean is the auto on-off. The board will not time out. After 5 minutes without use, it goes into sleep mode, which is deactivated by tapping the brake trigger. The street wheels on both boards are the same, but the all-terrain Hadeans have a new gear and hub pattern, along with a redesigned slick tire tread. The good news is both styles are cross-compatible, so you can use all your old gear on the Hadean. When it comes to the deck shape, remember both carbon and bamboo are different. The carbon boards are the same length and wheelbase, but the Hadean is about 2 centimeters wider and the drop down is slightly further apart, allowing for a wider foot stance. It also has a load rating of 120 kilos over the GTR at 100 kilos. The Hadean is constructed of forged carbon rather than a carbon weave to increase the strength. On the top side, both boards have a similar hex grip, but the Hadean features a customizable logo light in the center of the deck. On the bottom side, the GTR is solid carbon. The Hadean has a glass-filled nylon enclosure dropped between the forged carbon chassis and a large CNC heatsink complete with air vents to keep the electronics cool. The bamboo versions are both rated to 100 kilos, but the deck shape is quite different. The GTR is slightly shorter and has a side-to-side concave to lock your feet in. The Hadean still has a concave, but also has a front and rear drop down. Combined with the longer deck, it makes for a more stable and controllable ride, especially when off-road or hooking into carves. The Hadean now features 4 lines of grip tape and laser engraved logos on the top side of the deck. The GTR definitely has some advantages aside from just the price point. Due to the smaller battery and motors, it is just over 2 kilos lighter, which may help a commuter. Also, it can be fitted with the travel battery to make it flight friendly. We hope this video helps you choose which board is right for you. If you'd like us to make a Hadean bamboo versus carbon video, let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.